And welcome back, everyone. I've lived, I've learned, I've hopefully fixed a few things. So there was a little bit of a ghost in my computer. I've got that sorted, so I shouldn't have random pop-ups and calendars and changing to my systems just happening while I'm playing the game, which honestly was a little bit amusing. So if you're with me last stream, that might have been funny. I also think I've mixed the audio issue, I think. So at this point, we should be good to go. I hope you're hearing me right now. We are going to be resuming Ghost of Tsushima. This will be episode 24 of the YouTube series, but episode 2 streamed on Kick since I'm simul-streaming. So I will transition over to our in-game. There we go. Yeah. Oh, nope. It was working a minute ago, I promise. Let's bring it up. See if it's happier with this. Yeah, PS remote play. This is a little bit tricky what I'm doing. It's kind of not what it wants me to do. Sorry for the blank screen. This is what I get trying to play around with the PlayStation remote thing. So let's go ahead and exit back out and restart the application. Again, what's the first thing IT tells you is turn it off and turn it back on again. So we'll turn it back on again. And there we are. Let's see if it'll not break when I full screen it. There we go. That's much, much better. Much happier with that. So yes, hello and welcome. I'm Dottering It, and I play tactical SPSs, Ready or Not, Ground Branch. There's so many more. Insurgency Sandstorm, which is a little more arcadey, but it has some tactical elements. I feel like there's some very important titles I'm forgetting. But mostly I stream Insurgency on my Kick channel, and just for the mellow, I like open world, so I stream this over on YouTube, and I decided why not share between both. So let's jump back into Jean's journey. Last we left off, we had just been wandering and completing some small missions all along the way. And this was a lovely, lovely scene that we left. So this was a Shrine of Venality we just completed. And I was just going around completing question marks, like these kinds of things, just exploring. We might get into some story elements today. I can really only stream for maybe an hour and a half, so we'll see. I don't want to commit to anything too deep, but it's always a good time in this game. We also have unlocked the ghost mode, which I was trying to exhibit more last stream. And we may reconsider. Healing out of combat is nice, and it's good to have on a piece of gear. But you don't have to have it on all of your gear. So, clothing-wise, mechanically, Ronin attire is better for combat. So let's go ahead and go to its charms. Perfect parries, and yeah, they're easy to perform. Let's replace the health out of combat with something new that's a large charm. Something that might be interesting. Killing enemies restores a moderate amount of health. That's good for while you're in combat. So that's the charm of Amaterasu, one of the creator deities. That is very tempting. Charm of Toxic Demise, I don't think for this build right now. Yeah, let's go with Charm of Amaterasu and see how that impacts the build. Likewise, reduce damage, broken berries restores resolve, Charm of Resistance. What can we add? Yeah, oh yes, and this is a good note. Inari shrines needed to increase charm power 4. So you can upgrade your charms by continuing to seek out the fox dens and visiting the shrines to Inari. We want to make sure that we are combat effective. Moderate increase to health, sure. Enemy detection speed reduced. That might be nice, but I think we get that buff already. Reduces enemy detection speed by 15%. Increases resolve gains by a minor amount. That sounds pretty useful. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And now that we're kitted out, let's go exploring. And the wind is telling me I need to be headed a different direction. And it's very close, so no need to call out for our friend Sora, our trusty horse. I believe we can handle this on our own. Liberate Fort Imai. Oh, that's an animal. That's a dog. That's bad. I don't want to fight a dog. I don't like fighting dogs. Bonus kill enemies in a row without taking damage 5. Okay, so there's multiple ways to do that. Chain assassination, archery, ghost mode, those kinds of things. Oh, also I do need to enable something on chat. I should be able to actually see chat now, so if you're joining me, welcome. Feel free to just hang out. I don't mind. Whether you're on Kick or YouTube, I'm here just to chill. Try to take some of the stress out of your day. This is the Bob Ross of games in my mind. So I see one individual there. Not much cover near me. Nope. By cover I mean concealment, honestly. So, at least one. Off he goes. Let's see if we can get some distance and assess the situation. And yeah, we could easily just kind of storm in. But with that bonus of 5 in a row, I'd kind of like to make sure that I have a plan. And I think the plan is going to be approaching from this side using the terrain to our advantage. Because this will get us some concealment. Yeah, because that guy... Whoop. If we can... lure him this way... we may be able to get a sneaky kill in that no one will see. Yep, that's one. And keep in mind, it does say without taking damage. It says nothing about being seen, but being stealthy is going to help us stack those kills with minimal risk. And I feel like it's appropriate flavor-wise. We have just unlocked the ghost mode, so that feels like something we should be playing into and leaning into a little bit. But you know, that's how I'm playing it. In your playthrough, you can be very true to the samurai values and use ghost stuff as little as possible, and that is also a correct answer. So many ways to play the game. Whatever works for you. I kind of feel like there's someone in here based on the audio. Ah, there's someone there. So I was hearing something close. So if that other fellow leaves, we might be able to hop down, sneak in here. Anybody? Oh, okay. Our fellow at the fire decided to go somewhere. I suppose the sound I'm hearing is that of sharpening swords. So let's see if we can lure some folks, maybe. Yeah, because there's 3 nearby, right? Let's see if we can get them kind of here-ish. That should attract those 3. Get them close. And that was going. This game does a fantastic job of making you feel amazing. It is truly epic. Oh, through the curtain, an instant ghost. Wow. Won't say, I'm gonna have a lot of mistakes later, but that was a pretty good start, you know? So now we have a lot more to do. We have to recover Tsushima no banners, we have to liberate the fort, but we also have ghost mode, so we can really challenge some folks too. And every now and then you'll see me kind of look to the side. That's me checking for chat. Just picking up supplies. I feel like there's probably an archer watching out this way. At least I'd have one if I was setting up. And I do see there's, I think that's an explosive barrel. So that's probably one of the ways they were giving us to accomplish that multi-kill goal. And I think I saw somebody else like that way. Could be wrong. Because that looks like the commander's tent, somewhat. Thought I saw someone, yep, archer standing guard. Kind of figured, but there may be people inside as well. So let's switch back to our ranged weapon. See what you're doing. Okay, you're standing right at the front door, which I'm not in love with. But we can make it work. Maybe that'll draw some folks out. Who knows? At any rate, one less pair of prying eyes. We just need to remember that we do have, yep, speaking of prying eyes. Shh, you saw nothing, nothing. Off to wherever you wish to be in the afterlife. May you find peace. And that's part of why I love, again, there's this mechanic, right? Where you can use your augmented senses to see through walls and such. I try to use that as little as possible because I feel like third person already gives me a lot. And I love surprises like that. It's like, oh, hello. There's just someone there and you have to deal with it. Sometimes it just plays out terribly for you. I really don't see... that would be the guard that spotted me before. Standing at the front. This feels suspicious. vicious. Here, I guess we already addressed the camp commander. That would be the body of the archer. So let us look for goodies and maybe artifacts. Yes, there's an artifact. Collectibles. And I'm always on the lookout for steel. Steel and iron are so useful for upgrades. At this point, I believe our Tanto is maxed out. We do have room for our Katana. But we're also not too terribly deep in the game. We're kind of at that pivotal point where ghost mode exists. So we've reached a very crucial plot point. Recover Tsushima banners. I feel like there's one nearby. Hello, friend. How are you? You are being watched. We are all being watched. You know what? Sure. Explosives. So that's 3 down, and we disappear, just like a ghost. There is an indicator for a banner, but I felt like there was something over here too. Vague memory. Maybe just that stool. Oh, the chest, of course. Ooh, 2 heavy arrows. That's lovely. Wind chime, always helpful. And we may get some altitude to see what's going on. See what the rest of the camp is like. There's one banner there. Can I jump over the hedge? I can. Oh, can I? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. So just checking out the nearby digs. That may be a window open. Yeah. Quiet now. I hope whatever you're looking for, you find in time, in your dreams. I don't mean to make light of death. If anything, this game is poetic about it, but brutal at the same time. It really tugs at the heartstrings, which reminds me a lot of. I enjoy reading Japanese death poems. Like, there are compilations of poems composed at one's foreseen time of death, whether that due to illness or order or what have you. Sadly, that was just linen. I know there's that banner over there, but priorities, right? I don't see people in the towers. That strikes me as quite odd. Oh, that did not sound pleasant. Very sorry, sir. There we go. There's some iron. Supplies. Wind chimes, but we don't really need them. Firecrackers are always helpful. And now we can pick up one of our objectives, a Tsushima banner. We also have 3 falcons to release. And we did fight a couple of big dudes, but they weren't the war camp general. I believe that's something that happens after we've completely cleared the space. We have to ignite a cart carrying a bunch of black powder. how this, the Ronin attire is stealthy, even though it's just like formal wear. Okay. So there's someone. Oh, what are you doing here? You should not be here. And I blew that. My goal was to stealth it and get a boss assassination out of that, which totally did not happen. So let's see if we can lose their trail. I don't think that's going to be possible. Pretty sure they know where I'm at. They may have lost me at this point. So they're calling the horn. You. There it is. Anyone want a promotion? They can run. You don't have to fight. For trying to be fancy. Yeah, he's a heavy for sure. I boxed myself in, so I deserve that. Oh, I deserve that too. How about this? Hi, gentlemen. Perfect parry, since we have the advantage from the talisman. Not quite perfect parry, but it'll do. Another. I guess my equivalent of compulsive reloading, which you learn to not do in tactical games. You need to reload with retention. But in this game, I am in love with the Chiburi and Noto movements. So when I feel like I've concluded combat, I just love to manually resheath. Now what do we have here? I don't see anyone. But I just had this thing about prisons and cages. I don't like them. So I usually go ahead and open them up. Haha. We have some other investigators because they heard some ruckus. I see a doggy in the distance. Don't make me hurt the doggies. I hate that. Just taking the time to check for chat. I mean, I can bait them, but I figure they'll just go back to their cycles and it'll be fine. So, here we have another cage. Anyone inside? Nope. Sometimes they have animals in cages. Bear or dogs. No, this is not good. So this is another personality quirk you'll see me do. I don't like closed cages. This is not how I like our society to be. There we are. That feels much better. So we've got some supplies. We've got some iron. Very nice. I see something else I think is linen over here. Oh, no, no, no. Don't make me do it. You're gonna make me do it. I'm so sorry. I tried to at least do it in a single thrust, so... Do not appreciate you all using dogs that way. Be kind to animals. So someone knows we're here. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, it was linen. There's a treasure chest as well. We can just go ahead and do that. They'll be headed this way. And maybe we can kind of, ooh, very cheesily pull that off.
Oi! Look, it's Betty!
Oh, and we lost. Oh. You'll notice we lost all of our ghost charges from that. Anytime you get hit, that's just a consequence. So just trying to disappear into the chaos of their camp. See if he can lose me so that I can find him. Oh. Or doggies. I don't want to fight doggies. Another big boss man down. And we have recharged our ghost meter. And unfortunately, we do have to address this good boy here. I'm sorry. Oh. Later. Let him live. Maybe he'll calm down and be happy. I would much prefer that. So yes, those heavy boss leaders instantly fill your ghost meter when you, quote, slaughter them. But I suppose the idea is that is quite a dramatic move. I myself cannot imagine being that precise in blade placement and cut, let alone putting the energy behind it to sever a spine like that. Not that I would ever want to, but seeing someone do that would terrify me, so I get it. I get why that recharges your ghost meter. And we do have you all the way over there. Oh, missed. Caught his attention. So let's see what lies for us here. Ooh, another Tsushima banner. And I do apologize. First of all, my pronunciation is abysmal, and I welcome correction. Absolutely. Secondly, I was listening to my last stream, which had all kinds of problems. If you want to laugh, it's worth it. The first, skip the 14 minutes. The first 14 minutes lacked my microphone. But I had so many weird technical glitches, it was just priceless. But in listening to it, I discovered, I'm not even sure what I was going for that. Let me get to cover real quick, and I mute myself so I can cough. And hopefully that's hurting my mic, but well, what can I say? I'm old. My little icon here may not look it. I try to put a little bit of gray in the beard, but yeah, I'm an OG gamer. I remember Pong. I remember Pac-Man. I remember arcade games. I remember when PCs were extremely limited and thousands of dollars, like as much if not more than a very high-end gaming PC is today, just to have to load the OS with floppies every time you booted it up to use a word processor, you know. So as I say, I'm older than Pac-Man to get context. But you don't have to be a young, twitchy, elite gamer to have fun. Like, if you enjoy the competition, if that's something you're into, by all means, do what you enjoy. But you can be 80 and still find satisfaction in gaming. Oh. Yeah, I didn't want to lose my stack of ghost there. So he's down. We have some more investigating, though. Oh, that didn't drop. definitely wanted to dodge that range weapon. And this is very much kind of a ghost approach where we're working the rooftops. He lost me, so he's calling for reinforcements, which is great. By all means. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Gentlemen, I see you are only return to assist the Mongols. And I personally do not appreciate that. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Alright, this is admittedly a little bit cheap. I'm actually grateful that the swordsman saw me in the grass. Because if I could just sit there and do that in cycles, that'd be kind of lame. So yeah, the game keeps it interesting. This is an archery range. Neat that they keep a chest down here because usually I would never want to be downrange of anything. So yeah, exploration is rewarded. We did use some arrows. I think we're full. Let's see what lies in store beyond the wall. I think we may have attracted the attention of most people here, but it's still worth exploring. Could be more goodies. Might find more iron. And I see, like, I'm sure, again, I was supposed to use the explosive barrel. But, you know, you don't have to do things one way. Very rarely the game does that. For certain epic missions where you're kind of living through a movie scene, sometimes there's one way to accomplish a goal. But usually they don't do that capriciously. It's to also educate you about a game mechanic. So those can frustrate me sometimes, but ultimately I don't mind because I understand why they're doing it. And they usually do it tactfully. They make a lot of very intelligent choices. And I know I just sit here and praise this game, but I just love it so much. You know, I play a lot of, I'm not ex-mil, I'm not law enforcement, but I play military and law enforcement sim stuff. A lot of team-based things that can be very mentally taxing and stressful, where the missions are really, you know, get at you, you know, get in your head. But this game I keep coming back to. I can't help it. I really feel like everyone should at least give it a try. Imagine a game like Elden Ring that was Game of the Year, but that made you feel good about yourself and good as you experience it. Oh, there's someone down there. So let's see if we can... I don't think there's a way to that rooftop. But we can go sneaky. Oh, good, we doubled back. There's more supplies. He's towards the front. An open window would be nice. I don't think there is one. But this might work. Ah, hello, friend. I wonder if that was the same fellow. I think it may have been. Guarding the door as well as checking the tower. Interesting. Let's drop down and have a seat. At the very least, he's not standing out in front of the door, nor is he inside the building. Okay. I hear footsteps, I think, but I'll risk it. Don't think I can quite get that high. Yeah. So let's get some altitude. I saw another archer in another tower. And I see falcons' rests, or hawks. I kind of assume they're falconers, but I could be wrong. I'm glad I'm seeing these folks. I was a little bit confused why I was seeing some of the towers unmanned at first. So this makes more sense. And yew wood, that's very good for bow upgrades. Very helpful. We do have our avian friends to free though. So let us make our way towards where they are confined. There's one right there. And this just feels wrong to me. So let's continue on the periphery and see. We can scope something. Aha. I figured with that stable there'd be someone manning it. Possibly more. Oh, doggy, don't make me kill the doggies to be completionist. I have to clear this entire camp to succeed at the mission. I hope they don't count dogs as Mongol enemies and necessary. I have a feeling they do from prior plays, but I really wish I didn't have to. So there's another eagle. Hey, buddy. Shh. I'll check on your birdie friend for you. See, he's gonna be alright. There you go. Be free. Off into the sky. I mean, just... everything is so beautiful. Any time of day, any weather, even the storms somehow manage to look good. I know there's a dog nearby. Ooh, more iron. Oh, and... whoa, babe. You can be free too. You don't belong to me or anyone. I like to think Sora doesn't belong to me either. We're just buddies, and he's helping me on our adventures. Hey, kind of, we chose each other kind of situation. Because animals can be family. Oh, not the dog. Don't make me do that. I've got a feeling that the dog is like the last enemy around. He was. That's unfortunate. But I understand, you know. Wait, what? Challenge remaining enemies? Don't tell me I did that for nothing. It totally like changed things. Like everything got darker. I have stuff highlighted. What remaining enemies? Oh no, don't make them all be doggies. let's see what we can draw out, right? How about... just to get some attention. No one? Did I miss like a major area? I mean, we've been through here. We've definitely been there. There is a marker this way, so perhaps if we follow the marker, it'll take us to what we need to do. Wait, are you actually highlighting remaining enemies? Is that a thing? That can't be a thing, right? How about... oh, it is a thing. Oh no. This is terrible. I'm not in love with this at all. So yes, they are highlighting the remaining enemies, which are just kind of here and there. There's one more, I think. But we've already kind of bailed on the castle. There's got to find another way in. Well, I mean, fort, maybe, not castle. But same sort of thing. But, you know, why... even my little hang-ups, like, that may not be a big deal for other people. The game creates these moral challenges. I'm playing this character, and I'm not a fan of hurting animals, but if they are trained to attack and serve Mongols, I can't really untrain them super fast. So, for the safety of other animals and people, because they're definitely not indigenous, is it important to eliminate them? I mean, it's a moral question. And I love that the game confronts you with those hard choices. Whatever your belief set is, it will challenge you. Now, who is this that's up high? Like, not high, up high, just kind of weirdly in a medium... oh, you're inside. Curious if we could get him near the door. And that's it. So we've cleared the fort. I had thought that we'd have to blow up a keg of gunpowder and fight like the camp general, but he may have been one of the bosses that I encountered early on and used to maximize Ghost to rid some of the other occupants. So now the locals can move back in and feel safe. We've earned a new technique point, and hopefully from that bonus, 2 gold is very nice. That's going to go a long way towards helping us for upgrades. And heaven knows how people stayed clean wearing Hakama back then, because as you see, yeah, I mean, You're gonna get mud all over you.
すげがさし梅、俺たちを裏切りやがって。
なんで寝返ったんだろうな。
根っからの浪人だからさ。褒美さえもらえれば誰の下にもつく。
でも暴行の褒美ってなんだろうな。
殺されないこと家かもしれないし、領地かもしれない。
やれやれ。暴行になんて負けるわけないのに。
そう思ってるのはお前だけだ。
I love not knowing what they're talking about because I don't have enough fluency in the language. But I know you can get subtitles. So if you're curious, you can find it localized in your language. There are other people who play and do just that.
お手伝いできることは
I don't think the merchant has anything new to offer. Sword kit wise, a lot of this stuff just kind of looks tacky to me. Oh, you know what? I think I have to get that. Warrior Shadow. Yeah, I already own that. Because I love purple.
また来よう。
But my branding is green. And because so again, if you're a member of Desk Screens and Dadbod's gaming community, and you've gamed with me, you may know why my screen name is Doddering Idiot. That's why I'm about to do what I'm about to do. Where is it? It looks more teal, but it looked green. Yeah, it looks green. So likewise, let's go and change our headband to something thematic. This is, you know, a little bit of customization, but I love that it's built into the game. Oni's blade, straw hat. Yeah, we might actually have to do some cosmetic purchases. I mean, I did just that, so let's, hats. Tora. And Serpentine Strike headband. Yep. So now that's happening. Bow vanity gear. Yep. Yep, they got me. They got me. You know, brown would be lovely, honestly, but we'll stick with this for now. Yeah. So go back in, gear. Pardon me as I do the cosmetic thing. Serpentine serpent. And yeah, bow options. Yep. It's starting to come together, isn't it? Green Ito with black Same. The Tsuba are very nice. I don't have one that attractive. The bag on the back's a little bit unusual. I'm not clear on its purpose. I guess to protect the Saya, which is totally fine. What about the half bow? Say like, yeah, there's no, I don't think I have any cosmetics for the half bow. But that's alright, I primarily use the longbow anyway. Outfits, Yep. Yep, because of the great theming. Oh, you know it's good when a game gets you on the fashion side of things. We'll stick with the indigo for now. There, actually no. Boning kit, yep. There we go. I don't do masks, honestly. I kind of feel like these get in the way. I like being able to see the character. I really do. They did such a good job modeling the voice actor for Gene that I feel like he deserves to be highlighted. Okay, so we found some cool stuff. Can we buy some cool stuff? Boom. That clears up a lot of fog of war while we're here. Let's go ahead and ask our friend Sora. There we go. To help us along to this unknown point. Watch it be another fox den. We had 7 or 8 of those last night. Legend Storyteller. This is where you would engage in multiplayer, but I'm doing sort of the less expensive approach. Like everything I'm using here is free apart from the rig I'm doing it on, which is sort of borrowed. It's honestly my partner's rig, who's kind enough to let me use it for streaming purposes. So I paid for the game, but PlayStation was $42, and I've got it connected to PC with Remote Play, which is another free service. But yeah, I'm not paying an online fee to play this game online. This is where I retreat from potential online toxicity. And there seldom is any with the groups that I play with. But if you're engaged, no. If you're engaged in what this guy's doing, I can't let it be. That's not okay, folks. I'm not sure where my ghost meter's at. I think it is full. So, yeah, it's full. Oh, missed him. He sounded the alarm, but I think it was just the two of them.
どうかお助けください。
待たせてしまったな。
あなた様のおかげです。
もう安全だ。
どうぞ何かのお役に立ててください。
There we go. Another person rescued from Mongol capture. But where does the wind want us to go? This way, it seems. Guiding us onward towards our home. And onward and upward, too. Oh, let's just, yeah, for funsies. Get our green-themed equipment together. I have never studied Kyudo, so that's definitely not a daughter thing. DODR. We have a hot spring. So I have to personally wish to offer a content warning. There's a brief bit of nudity as he undresses and enters the hot spring and as he returns back out. So if you're not interested in that, look away. I'll let you know we're in the hot spring. So content warning. And we are in the hot spring and getting to choose, so it's safe to watch, if we want to reflect on our code or Lady Moscow. And I think after everything I've been doing, this must be weighing heavily on his mind.
叔父上は民にとっての手本。戦場の外でも誉れある行いで
Yeah.
ずっと守ってきてくださった。忘れてはならんこと。
And more content warning as he exits the bath. We get a little bit of health increase. He's exiting now, so up to you. And now we're fully dressed. But, you know, are we acting with honor? Is it an honorable thing to do whatever is necessary to save your people? I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I was him. I believe we actually get this shack as someplace to live when we complete the game. A lot of your mementos and your keepsakes end up on the walls and whatnot, and you just kind of live out of here, which is why there's so much in the way of goodies. Kind of a reminder like, hey, maybe you want to come back here. 5 steel, oh my gosh. Yeah, so this location is a real gem, an absolute gem. So that having been said, before we proceed further, let's see, what do you have? Trapper and Bower. Armor, Trapper and Bower. We might be interested in the armor upgrade. Possibly Trapper 2. So let's fast travel over and see what's available. Then we might do 1 or 2 more things before wrapping the stream up around 5 p.m. EST, because then I gotta get to things. So this is the armor. Again, it's Tadayori's armor, which is for archers, and I really don't use it. I do use the bow, but I don't use it so exclusively that I feel like I need to change into Tadayori's armor. Now, some around here is also a trapper. That didn't sound good. Oh, injured. I thought someone was in emotional distress and needed me to help them. Shinto shrine where people can come and mourn. The game does a great job of showing just the impact of war and conflict. It's not just about people being heroes and everything going perfectly. You're always good and the enemy is always wrong. And that there are no consequences. Even if you come out scot-free, you're impacting people around you. And that's just real. Just check in with the swordsmith and see how much more we need. Yep, the Tonto. Wait. Okay, it's just curious. It has a bohi. And the katana. We need a lot more steel, and it has double bohi, which is interesting. But yeah, so a lot more steel and 3 more gold. That will be a trick. I don't think that this merchant has more to offer me than the others do. I think they're all more or less the same. Alright, so there is a trapper here. He'll be easy to find. Such a beautiful storm. I think I see him uphill. Maybe? Is this the trapper here? Yep. Okay, so these are ghost devices, throwing daggers, smoke bombs, sticky bombs. I seldom use unless required. Ranged upgrades, wind chimes definitely use. Explosive arrows, sometimes use. Takes this to capacity of 8. They're also usually around. Explosive arrows, not so much. So I think that's the appropriate purchase. So what other mischief can we get up to while we're here? I See an unknown place there. And it is a bit of a ways away, so after I make sure that this is pretty much a safe place to be, I mean, with the fast travel point, surely I would have already cleared this. But, you know, wandering around looking for ammo and goodies. I'm usually pretty good about a thorough loot check. Sticky bombs I so seldom use, it makes sense that I would have left those behind. Yep. Looking pretty good. So hopefully there's a place shallow enough for Sora and I to cross. Although, looking at it, perhaps not. I'm sorry, Sora. Maybe this would have been safe, but I didn't want to chance it. We're gonna cross the river. And then make our way. Oh, I don't remember this. I am trying to remember whom this represents. I honestly cannot say. I would have to look this up. I'm ashamed to say I don't know who this is supposed to be in reference to. But doubtless a temple nearby, and I see a path which seems to be headed vaguely where we're going. Let me ask the wind again. Yeah, this is the way. Safe with me. Just some wild deer running around. And I believe I see a fox den. Yeah. Yeah, so happy to see us. These guys are adorable. Now that I don't have stuff like popping up in front of me all the time, I can actually see and follow the fox. Turns out Steam was interpreting my PS4 controller's input as Windows commands due to a configuration I did for a game a long time ago and forgot about. So I just turned that off and all is good. Increase shrine or charm power. Need 3 more to do that, which would be fantastic. But let's see if we could do something interesting. Let's consult the journal. And something disconnected. Hopefully not my microphone. I'm going to take a quick look at something real quick. A little bit redundant, but yeah, so it looks like the microphone's there. We should be good. I think. Who knows? Who knows? But yes, let's have a look. A wealthy man has all he needs. That's quite a story. I don't want to progress any of the main storylines necessary. We have... Well, isn't that interesting? Doesn't that statue look familiar? Now it's saying I need... Let's not break the stream. It's saying I need to go somewhere way far away, but I feel like this location is very important to that. So let's go ahead and find it. So maybe we can fast travel to it. You know, formally find the location. Yeah. Well, in that case, let's clear it. So this is another case of hostage situation. I don't know how many. They have taken hostages. If spotted, the enemy will start killing them. So, anyone out this side? No? There is someone over here whom I would like to draw further away. Honestly. I still think this will attract attention. Surprised that it didn't. You see what I mean about like being able to easily recover your wind chimes? So that's one down. It's one immediately threatening the hostage. I wonder if I could sneak over. I can't quite see. Ooh. Ooh. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Hello. Oh, I lost it. I was going to use the ghost mode, but lost it, unfortunately. He got the hit off. Good on him.
助かったありがとうございます
行け達者でな
Usually this comes in threes. Kill enemies with a half bow is the bonus. I didn't catch that at first. And there's only two, so I have one more chance to drop 3 enemies with half bow. Also while not getting my hostage killed. So... I feel a little weird about not being able to walk on this roof, but I get it. It's a steep incline. I couldn't do it. Not at my age. So we've got... Let's see if I can get up top. There we go. What are we looking at? Most of them kind of out of my line of sight right now. Because I think that's the hostage in the middle. I could be wrong. This is where my old eyes are not helping me. I see one guy in between those trees. I see one guy over there. But first and foremost, we need to equip the short bow to go for the bonus. I think that those are civilians just being used for labor, so let's take a new approach. Just kind of check the area for anything neat and useful. There's another hostage that way. That's where the hostage is? That seems odd. I admit I'm a little confused. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be here. Anybody home? Doesn't look like it. But as daylight comes, we're able to see a little bit better. He appears to be alone. So let us see if we can get a headshot in. That's one. I guess I don't have to do it without being seen, to be honest. It's just moving targets if they know I'm here. It's a lot of goodies in that area. And likewise... Oh, that did not go well. Sorry, I kind of forgot the controls there for a second. So we've got one fellow right there and one in the distance. And a dog. I hate it when we have to kill the little doggies. And the dog did count. Rescue the hostage. They seem to be this way, which doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. I haven't seen the menace the hostage icon yet, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. If we were able to exploit that to kind of accomplish the bonus objective, that's all good by me. Half-burning building. This doesn't look safe. Which hopefully means it's unoccupied. There's some goodies. I hope they're worth it. Oh, my apologies. So yeah. Oh, twice in a row. Did I ever say that I'm not a elite gamer? Because I'm not a elite gamer. I know I'm not. I don't have the ego about it. Oh, it's not letting me jump. That's weird. I know I'm not supposed to crawl in through the fire. I think I'm supposed to walk on these beams, but I can't engage them. What is up, game? Maybe if I get a little bit of a running start. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we needed. Okay. A lot of supplies, leather and linen, good stuff. And now we can get some elevation. And we can see where our last hostage is. I'm thinking we use the grass. And there is a button that makes me land more gracefully that I have long since forgotten. I will have to look that up. It's an ability we unlocked at some point. Alright. Hopefully there's only you in there. See if anyone comes to investigate. That was a little noisy. Anyone curious? Doesn't seem like it. Sorry, buddy. It seems like your friends haven't missed you yet. But they will. I'm trying to... There's bound to be a way to get up there. I just feel like it. But that's okay. We achieved our objective of clearing that threat. And we're getting a little more elevation to see what the rest of it is. I think at least two. So there's one directly menacing the civilian. Anybody else close? I see a treasure chest. It can't be just him. I think I will take advantage of this to get a different vantage point. Maybe drop down behind the stable. Uh-huh. I figured there had to be at least one more.
Ардаж болохгүй шүү. Тэн нэгэн
Shush, 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 shush. How about in here? Anybody home? Hush now. We did use smoke bombs, which I very seldom do, and firecrackers. Always happy to have those. That is so very tempting. If you were just in a different place. Fortunately, I think someone found his friend. Yep, someone found his friend. Which means... Kinda make your Kill Bill jokes about the hand there with me. I'll leave that to you.
待たせてしまったな。
情け深いお方でよかった。
安全なところへ抜かれてないぞ。
So we have done what's important. We have rescued the civilians here. I might take a more thorough investigation around in here. See if there's anything else worth looking for. Looks meh. And now, ooh, yep, treasure chest, yes please. Steel maybe? Yes. More enemies on the other side of the farmstead that we know from prior exploration. Because we were using them, kind of picking them off. You know what? Sure.
いざ勝負。
Come on out, guys. So there's an archer somewhere. Yeah, he's just outside there. At least one. Spearman down. That's the archer down. And that's the farmstead clear.
あいつの顔を忘れかけてこんなことになるなんてな。
Another technique point earned. 3, I've forgotten to even apply those. Might save them for next time. And the locals are moving back in and picking up the pieces.
王子が何も分かっていません。 聞いた？金国と高麗を下したやつら。違うよ、もののけだ。ありえない。ありえるよ。海から来
And
たん
here
だも
we
の。
are with a good
じ
friend
ゃあ
Soda.
アキウドや海賊は？アキウドや海賊がお侍を殺せて火を吹く武具を扱えるならもののけだろうね。
Overhearing the conversation. I think that's a good place to call it. We have kind of rethought our cosmetics to go with the branding of the channel, and have some daughter kit. If you know, you know. And we have accomplished many things, had a lot of adventures, and I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. So for today, I think that may be where we leave it. As I like to say, I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and thank you for welcoming me into your home. Until next time.
俺にはできない。人を